So when you're going to start the braid, we're going to do a Dutch braid. Take the 3 sections and begin your braid. Section into 3, begin your braid. Go over once, twice. Then when you come to this section on the inside, grab a little hair and then add some extension. Half of it is going to be hanging down in front, and that's what you want. Then you continue with the braid and then add that second piece come to the second part of it and continue the braid in. Then when you come back to this section here again, add some more hair. Again, you're leaving half down and you just continue the braid. Pull that piece back in the second section. So you're folding it in half, but you're using it on 2 different times. Then each time you come back to the top, grab it, take the section, and add another piece. And you can see that you could already see it in the braid. It's really pretty. We do a lot of these when we do braid-a-thons. People love it. A lot of times the colors that we add represent a cause, like pink would be for breast cancer. When we do suicide prevention, we have a whole different variety of colors that represent, you know, who you're walking for. So again, continue, just keep adding, and the thickness will get a little bit bigger as you go down the head. You might want to have somebody hand it to you if you can. It does make it a little bit easier, and just keep practicing it. Have somebody put it in your hands, and it's going to feel weird at first, but you will get it, but you're going to have to just keep doing it. At first you're going to feel like, oh, I can't do it, like many of us have, but you will get it. Continuing down the head. And then when you run out of hair, if you're done, then you can just continue the braid and it will show up throughout. Depending on how much you want to see. Different people do different ways. Sometimes I see really super thick on the top of the head. If that's what you want to create, you know, that's also a look. But once you get these cool techniques, it's so much that you can do. And I am by no way a master braider. I am just a stylist, you know, looking for new things to do, new ways to create. And then that's it, and you just continue the braid. And then you have the color added to the braid. Okay, so this was one way to add hair, adding it section by section. But I have gone to braid-a-thons and I've been with many stylists that have a really hard time getting that technique. So I created a cheating technique by looking on the internet and seeing how different people did different things. And one way that I found that is really good is if you take the hair and section it down the middle of your section, and grab a piece, a section like this big. I will show you. See a section like this. Now, if you could make a really tiny little French braid in that would be great. But I feel like if you could make a really simple type French braid in that, you wouldn't need this introduction because this is really for the unpracticed. So we'll take this other hair on both sides and push this away. And this is just a cute little cheating technique. Now, with my cheating technique, I also found that I could add hair even to a regular French braid. I didn't have to be on top of it. And it's real cute. So, what you do is just take the section, not from the top, but right from just behind the top, the front hair, the forehead, and take the piece and do a twisty right down here. As I said, if you can do a real tight little French braid, good, that's even better. But we'll just take a little bit of a twisty, and this is right in the middle of the section. So now I'll do a little ponytail in here. Now this is hidden within the braid that we're going to be doing. Okay, see, it's hidden. Now I have this really cool tool. It's like a big eye needle, threading eye needle, right? Can you see it? Right? And if you take the hair and you push this through the top and grab a section, then you could pull it through, and we'll leave it in the head like that. Then go and do another one, and you could do many of these. Again, take it and pull it through. You could add as much or as little hair as you want. I'll add more, just for effect. Right, put it through. Oops, got a little stuck there. Now, I know this is totally cheating, but it really makes life a lot easier. And if you're not well versed in this, it's a great way to be able to add color. And honestly, technique, if you can get it to look good, technique doesn't matter how you did it. And plus, this looks really cool if your clients see you doing this. Then, when you're doing the braiding, you'll be able to see that in your braid no matter how you do it. So then I just grab the section and I can start my braid. Take the top section and you're covering, take that bobby pin out there, you're covering that top piece. You see? So you can't see that, and then start the braid. So I'll do a French braid, because this is something you really can't do with if you don't do it this way. Okay, and then you can start to see the color through the braid. You just regular French braiding. As I said, you could do the opposite. You could do the Dutch braid as well. But it's just a cute little way to start and try and add some style. And you'll get used to working with it. And the more color you add, the more you'll see through out the braid. But you really don't see the section that you did underneath. It just covers it right up. Continue. When you get all of it in your hand, you could disperse it how you like. If you want to separate it, twist it around so that you see a little bit more, you could adjust that. Oop, there was still a bobby pin left in there. No wonder I was having a problem. That's another way to add color into your braid. And then you just continue down the strands. If you don't see the braid, if you start to lose the color at any point, you could just twist it around and get some more to go into it. And it will show up more. You actually probably even have a little bit more control this way. And that's my little trick, my little life hack. Okay. So I found that one of the reasons I really didn't like to do updos was because I would get lost. And if I had a girl come in with hair this long, I really didn't know where to begin. I didn't know exactly how I was going to place my hair, and I would get lost in it. So I took a class one time, and it told me about hiding the hair, and that really helps me. So if you have somebody with hair this long, a great idea is to take some of the hair in the back and underneath and get rid of it, either with a ponytail or with a braid, or any way that you would like. So I take the hair from the underneath, take it from the back, and hide it. I'm going to go a little bit lower on this. So if I got rid of this much hair, it not only would it save me from having to do it, but it also gives me a nice foundation. So what I'm going to do is going to show a quick technique how you could use braids to create a really beautiful updo, super simple, with the base underneath. So I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it in fast motion because you'll get the idea. It's a very simple thing to do. So guys, I'd like to thank you for turning in today for brushing up on braiding. And I'd love to see you at one of our future events, our shows, braidathons, or other hairstylist events. And if you'd like to have one in your area, email me at Laura at Glam Slam Productions. And you could DM me on Instagram, Glam Slam Productions, Facebook, Glam Slam Productions, and then our website is glamslamproductions.com. You can check out for all of our upcoming events. Thanks so much for turning in. Practice, practice, practice. Show me some of your work, and I'd love to see you soon. Take care.